And it doesn't matter. I just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the answer. Does that answer the question? Okay. All right, so we're good on that part so far? All right. Here's the next part. Now this is so easy that it's going to be confusing. I shouldn't say that. You're not going to be confused, but I mean that's the thing that's I think the most confusing about it is that it's so easy, and this is easy, but you just have to memorize this. All right, so you're confused already. All right, so here's a major scale, which we've been talking about for a few weeks now, right? C major scale. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the tonic of C major and make an interval out of each step. So if I put a C here, I have 2 C's, that's a unison. If I put a C here, C to D, that's a second, 2. C to E is third. C to F is fourth. C to G, fifth. C to A, sixth. C to B, seventh. C to C. Pretty easy, isn't it? Everybody see that? I just go every step of the scale. The first step is 1. The second step, C to C, is 2. C to E is 3. Third step, right? C to F, fourth step is a fourth. C to G, it's the fifth step, it's a fifth. C to A, it's the sixth step, it's a sixth. And C to B, it's a seventh step, so that's a seventh. And C to C is your octave. Notice how I've written all the intervals too. Now the unison I write right next to each other because that's the only way I can write them. The second I do have to put the C or the top note a little bit off to the right, but I try to make them touch. The rest of the intervals, and this is the way I want you to write them, you rewrite them directly above one another. I guess I got a little off, but directly above, it should be directly above one another, okay? All right, here's the next step. That's a major scale, and I told you that in the period of common practice, which is the sort of music theory that we're learning to start with, that what's the fundamental organizational feature? Major key signatures, major scales, right? So it's the same with intervals. And so what we're going to learn is we're going to learn the qualities in the major scale, and that's what we base all the rest of them on. So this is what you want to memorize. 1, 4, 5, and 8 are, you notice I put a P. P equals perfect. These are called perfect intervals. So the intervals in the major key signature of the major scale are perfect intervals. 1, 4, 5, and 8. That never changes. If it's in a major scale and it's a 1, it's perfect. If it's in the major scale and it's fourth, it's perfect. If it's in the major scale and it's a fifth, it's perfect. If it's in the major scale and it's an octave, it's perfect. It just is. Don't have to know why. Well, we can talk about why maybe later, but not right now. And well, all you have to know is that it is. It just is. It's easy, isn't it? But isn't that easy to remember? 1, 4, 5, and 8 are perfect. So I can say to you, what are the perfect intervals in the major scale? And you will say
1, 5, 8.
1, 4, 5, and 8. So there's 4 of them. There's 1, 4, 5, and 8. If they're in the major key signature, they are perfect. That's all you have to know. No, nothing else right now. All right. Then there's a few left. There's 4 of them left. Okay, there's 2, 3, 6, and 7. 2, 3, 6, and 7 are major. Why? Because they're in the major key signature. They're in the major scale. They are major. So M, I'm just going to use a capital M. Make sure you make it like this, please, like very angular, because we are going to do minor too, and I'm hearing that some students are not making them clear enough for Dr. Connell in Music 101, and